Here we are, folks. Sunday paper. This is going to be a pretty laid-back thing. I don't know if a lot of people are going to get it, but I'm going to try it anyway. Basically, I'm going to be reading the paper, and I encourage you to do the same. And it's kind of like the old man coffee club. You know, you see at McDonald's or a gas station or something in a small town. That's sort of what I'm trying to create digitally, so let's see what we can do here. You know, headlines used to be... now they're kind of advertisements. Hi, honey. Hey, Stella. You gonna go play? Okay. Of course, COVID still takes up the first full page here. So, it may take years. This vaccine lottery seems like an alright idea. Oh, hi, honey. This is my daughter Stella, everyone. She's kind of goofing around. As one reads the Sunday paper, they might expect children to do the same. May I continue reading? Okay. You want to say something? All right. Let's see. God damn. Police arrest 2 for starting fire in Branson parking garage, huh? It's car fire. Oh, they were trying to siphon gasoline from a vehicle at the Branson Landing parking garage. Sounds like it backfired. Oh, and they just left the Cox Branson parking garage. Wow, so they're punching holes in the bottom of an SUV, in the bottom of the gas. They're not even siphoning. They're just punching holes in the bottom and collecting the gas. That's pretty wild. I wonder if he's reselling it or just using it on his own. What do you think, Stella? Yeah, she doesn't know. Oh, so they're saying when they're in the Branson Lane and the drill slipped and caused a spark, and that set the vehicle on fire. It says that a sleeve also caught. Wow. Ballpark. So, man, these guys are on quite the crime spree. Whoa. So there's a vehicle for $22,000, $24,000, and possibly caused a stress fracture on the Branson Landing. That's pretty wild. Anybody feels like chiming in on an article, feel free to call in 417-576-3608. Or just comment in the live section. This is in St. Louis. Bar owner dies after being intentionally hit by a car. And that one's kind of boring. And then the second half of that page is still more COVID information, which I'm about goddamn sick of. Oh, shit, here we go. You guys want some, we're going to do some weather history and weather trivia. On November 14th, 1995, in Binghamton, New York, received 14 inches of snow from a November snowstorm, which brought the total to 27.9 inches in November. That's a record. Here's some weather trivia. And a difference between drifting snow and blowing snow. Answer if I can read upside down. Drifting snow is beneath 6 feet. Blowing snow occurs above 6 feet. Lessons learned on Pleasant Hope hike. This is either a life or death thing or really goddamn boring because I'm seeing pictures of mushrooms. Candy? I'll take some candy. Thank you. We're live. Do you want to say anything to anybody? No. Okay. Back to the newspaper. Let me know if you need anything. Well, we've been started. Even, yeah. Go on, get. Now, this is half a page article on the parasitic relationship of a wasp larvae and mushrooms. We're going to skip that one. Sounds like a real stinker. Park Central Square Christmas tree to be installed next week. The Christmas tree at the town square, they're going to set it up next week. $25 to $30 foot blue spruce Christmas tree in the square Tuesday, starting at 9 a.m. I wonder if that's a crane operation like in New York. I don't know. And here, of course, we have another half page on COVID. I guess it's just easy to write about. Maybe that's it. Easy to fill the pages because this is considerably lighter than the newspaper I remember. Here we get a little international news. Pro-government forces leave Yemeni city. Rebels re-enter. Well, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. There's a 175th anniversary of Stearns & Foster, a mattress sales event. You could earn a $200 Dillon's gift card if anybody's interested in that. Well, let's get into some ad reads here. They're not paying me, but they're in the newspaper here. Ozark Full Gospel Church in a world of bad news. Gospel means good news. It's clever. Children's programs available at every service. Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Well, after this, you can head on over. That's funny. Well, let's see what made Backpage news. Climate census appears to be at COP26. Vaccine mandate stay okayed by court. Federal court declined Friday to lift its stay on the Biden administration's vaccine for business with 100 or more employees. So I'm guessing that means it's going to be looked at a little further. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Oh, here's more Christmas tree news. Rockefeller tree arrives in New York City for the holidays. Ecuadorian prison clash leaves at least 58 dead. God damn. Did they get out? Well, let's get into the sports here, shall we? Don't really give a shit, but it's a big part of the Sunday paper. We may never see a back like Marionville's Wilson ever again. Appears to have someone crying and two of the players' hands on his head. I guess they lost. I don't really give a shit about any of this. Lebanon didn't need a game-winning field goal to top Glendale. Makes sense. Oh, shit. Invention of the year I'm seeing over here in the sports area. The world's lightest and most portable mobility device. It's a wheelchair. So it seems like it's a pretty good ad placement. They call it the Zinger. It's pretty good. Oh, it now has an available joystick model called the Zoomer chair. I'm going to have to look into that. I could use a Zoomer chair. Here's a little Chiefs news. Chiefs looking up at Raiders headed into first meeting. I guess that's today. Boy, that could go either way. This home sucks ass. I've been saying it since the beginning of the year. He's going to fight me on it, but I've been saying for a long time he got lucky. Now they figured him out, and now he sucks. Prove me wrong. Oh, we got the obituaries here. How fitting, sitting next to Mahomes. Probably be pretty disrespectful to read those. Holy shit. Someone got, okay, this Dr. Donnell Stanton got a full page obituary. Look at this thing. Look at that. It's full, it takes up that whole page. You see it? He was a very loved individual, I assume. I think we posted my dad's in the newspaper, but nobody really does. That's what makes this very odd. Now, here's a full-page back ad. Let your past finance your future with your precious jewels and gold. So they're paying the absolute most for gold, silver, jewelry, and coins. No appointment needed. MJ Nix, a golden coin. Let's see here. Oh, the business section. 988 columns later, still loving Ozarks agriculture. So this is from David Burton. He's a guest columnist that at 988 columns, I have a hard time believing you're a guest columnist. But I guess he writes about Ozarks agriculture. It's probably the only one around doing that. BKD announces 3 new team members. Well, now, that seems a little much for a newspaper article. Restaurant inspections for November 4th through the 10th. Arby's Roast Beef Restaurant. This is the one on Glenstone. Oh, they passed with flying colors. Now, Arby's Roast Beef on Republic Road, however, the mop must be stored clean. Trash is uncovered in the women's restroom. I didn't know that was a thing. Work on cleaning schedule, especially around fryers. Priority violations found. Observe 3-compartment sink testing at 100 ppm. Excuse me. Let's see. El Taco on Kearney Street. Probably the least visited. I don't even know if I've ever been there of the Mexican Villa franchise. They got quite the list here. Insufficient sanitizer and wiping cloth bucket. Observe diced tomatoes and shredded cheese not placed in shallow pans to promote proper cooling rate. That seems like a real pickly thing to do. More inspections. Mexican Villa Comida. I go there occasionally. It's probably the closest now to my new place. 0 priority violations for non-priority. article on winterization of your house. Homeowners, take note. I tell you, it's just nice and relaxing to read a good old-fashioned paper. That's why I do this. I told a lot of people about this, and they all seem really interested in the idea. Like I said, just sort of a community. You know, if you want to call in, chime in, 417-576-3608, or give us a comment down below. We will, we'll discuss whatever. You know, this is what life used to be. You know, you'd read the paper in the morning, then you go home and spit around the water cooler, talk about it. All right, we're done with business. Moving on to the opinion section. You know what's nice about this is that it's a labeled opinion versus the news you get today, which is falsely labeled as news. I like how they put the First Amendment in here, too. Congress shall make no law respecting or establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or the press or the right of the people to peacefully assemble and petition the government for a redress of grievances. Now, you obviously have a giant Aaron Rodgers photo here. Where are we at? Which camera? Now, let's see here. Now, this one's an interesting article. Foreign farmland ownership violates U.S. sovereignty and security. That's probably a good point. Probably shouldn't be selling off our land to foreign countries, but I don't have any land to sell, so I'm not in a position to make that call. Oh, hashtag strikes giving. Why a renewed labor movement is good. Now, this is a USA Today columnist named Carly Pearson. About 66% of people are actively looking for work. That cannot be a correct statistic. It must be of total unemployed people. There's no way that 2/3 of people don't have work. Now, they interviewed someone named Furman. I can only assume it's not Mark. That's an OJ joke. Here's some letters to the editor. I wrote a letter to the editor once. I don't remember what it was about, but I remember got it in the paper. Forgot you got to do that. Excess population growth exacerbates refugee crisis, global warming. Here's America explained in bedclothes. This is going to be hard to explain. It's a political cartoon. There's the sheet, which is a Klansman. And then there's a blanket, which says denial on it, that's wrapped over the Klansman and the sheets. And then, of course, you have your comforter, which that seems like a heavy load of blankets, really, that says, I'm a good person. You might be getting the ads section here. You know, these would be great. These are some great deals, but you got to have something to buy. I've been driving by a lot of empty dealerships lately. Classifieds. You know, I would like to get into some of these public notices and stuff. Again, dying art, hoping to bring back some revenue to the newspaper because I really do like this. And this classified section used to be huge. It used to pay per word. Now it appears to me that there's the pets here. I remember looking up for like musical instruments and stuff. That's pretty wild. Let's see what else. Wanted to buy antique bourbon rye whiskey. Bourbon whiskey wanted. I'm looking for an unopened bottles of whiskey ranging from the 1900s to 2000s. Bourbon, rye, scotch. What do you have? Let's discuss. Up to $10,000. It's a serious collector. I'd like to call him and just talk to him. Now, he does have a 323 area code, so this is probably I'm going to guess, like a broker type of deal. An old broker that still considers... Yes, honey? You want to talk? Who are you? Oh, you're the whiskey buyer, huh? I think you're a little young. All right, we got a lot of auctions. You know, I like a good auction. They're selling the house, vehicles, trailers, materials, about tools, antiques, and collectibles. Christmas Village, the cop lights. I could use some cop lights. That would be all right, my book. Squirrel cage fans, electric razor scooters. A lot of coins. A commemorative 9/11 coin, Kennedy $50, Walking Liberty barber dime, proofs, Washington silver quarters, Buffalo nickel. I could invest in your future with some coins. Local IQ, local marketing simplified, part of the USA Today network. So I'm guessing they're trying to sell newspaper ads. Okay, so a lot of real estate. I'm tired of all these real estate agents. I'm going to have to clean my Facebook up here soon. I think this is just a full-on real estate ad, yeah. So Murney still piping money into that. Well, this is the life section. Turn the tables. Any way you slice it, rotisserie turkey saves time. I've been saying for a long time, rotisserie is the best way to cook. Or even baking is pretty good, but what do you think? What's your favorite type of turkey?
I'm not a big fan of turkey.
You don't like turkey?
No.
We like chicken, though.
No.
You had chicken for dinner last night.
But I like chicken nuggets.
Oh, we
I
all
like
like
chicken
chicken.
nuggets.
We all like chicken nuggies. Well, a rotisserie, that would be a big rotisserie, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what...
Banana.
Oh, banana. Our movie is about liberation. This is a Kirsten Stewart says of Spencer, the new... Oh, she's doing Princess Di? Wow. They really did a Winston Churchill... what's his name in that movie? Oldman. Huh? No. Oldman. Gary Oldman when he did that one movie. Radajowski reveals the dark side of female sexuality. That's not very family friendly. Now, this could be interesting. This is a segment called Ask Carolyn, and the headline is, she doesn't think she owes her stepmother an apology. This sounds like this seems like some real petty stuff to write into a newspaper column to discuss you and your stepmother. This is like an Everybody Loves Raymond situation. Travel 6 hours, visit family. This is ridiculous. Now, there's another segment called Dear. I'm going to set up one of these. I wouldn't mind having a little segment in the newspaper where people write in. Actually, you know what? We can do it here. People write in. I'll give you advice. Won't be good, but we got some recipes here. Now we have some Thanksgiving centerpieces. I know that's all the rage, or at least it was. Here's some deals from Hobby Lobby. Christmas trees, 50% off already.
Ooh.
Well, I think we're gonna get a real one.
Yeah. There's a super big one at Hobby Lobby, actually.
Have you been to Hobby Lobby?
Yeah. It's like really, really tall.
We could use it. Get some tall old ceilings in here.
Yeah,
Ooh, hobbies, puzzles, and box mount. You want to get me a B50? No, B52. B52 be all right. But like a B29 bomber, something like that. Yeah, we got the comics here. Got the funnies.
I will also be taking this.
Oh, you're not gonna read it?
I will if you want me to.
Yeah, you can do the comment. You can do the comic section on this. That'll be your segment, okay?
Okay.
You got to kind of remember people can't see it, so you're gonna have to kind of explain it to them a little bit.
What if I don't get it?
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of these aren't very good, and so let's.
Are they like jokes?
Yeah, they're kind of jokes. Like here's Garfield. You know, Garfield started as a cartoon.
Garfield is still a cartoon.
Well, I mean, he started as a cartoon like this.
They still have
A
it.
comic strip. I know, but this is how it started, and then it turned into like a movie, a show cartoon. Or Beetle Bailey. It was a classic. Some of these I don't recognize. I was never a big fan of the comics. I remember Haggard the Horrible, Bizarro. Family Circus is a classic, of course. You want to read any of these? Family Circus is always a riot. So we have the son walking in. He says, "Guess what, Mommy? I'm first in my class. Mrs. Elfers says I'm the leader. Wonderful, Billy. I'm so proud of you." And then it has thought bubbles. And the mom's thinking, "Billy is our top student." While the son is thinking, "All right, hereafter we'll line up according to size. Smallest to first. Billy, you're the leader." That's a riot. Yeah, you can look at that. I'm going to search through the coupons here, see if we got anything good.
I want to read the Garfield one.
Car X. I don't even think we have that in town. So,
I want to read Garfield.
what? You want to read Garfield? Okay. Remember, you got to kind of explain it a little bit to the listeners.
So basically, they're just on their phone and it's just saying tap, 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 tap. Finished my Christmas shopping. And then Garfield's just walking on the table randomly. I forgot his name.
I can't remember his name either. Larry, I don't know. It's Garfield and something.
We're gonna say his name is
Call him
Mr.
Gary.
Poopyhead.
Mr. Poopyhead. Sure.
Okay, so and Mr. Poopyhead's still on his phone. Garfield just randomly comes up to him and just starts staring at his phone. And Mr. Poopyhead's still looking at his phone, and then all of a sudden, Garfield goes. The black 10 goes on the red jack.
It means he's playing a card game while she's actually doing something. It looks like they're doing the same thing at the beginning, and then he was playing a game and she was actually doing something productive by getting Christmas shops. So that's fun. Obviously up to date is Jim Davis, classic. Man, imagine making that kind of money off of cartoons. Honey Baked Ham's got a special. Thanksgiving is November 25th. It's not. I'm not a big ham. I don't like ham on Thanksgiving. It's more of an Easter. I'll even allow it on Christmas, but I prefer a second dinner. Have you seen me? That's a really weird place to put an ad. Named David Henry from St. Louis. His date missing was 9/21 of 20. right on top of a honey baked ham ad.
Here. So if you see this man, I don't know. Just
Say something. Look him up.
Name David something. What's his name?
David Harvey.
David Harvey. From St. Louis, Mo. Day of birth. You
okay there?
You want to do this one?
Date of birth, 10/5/2006, age 14. Hair's brown, got brown eyes. He's male.
His age is 14. His eyes are brown.
Call the toll-free hotline 24/7 at 1-800-THE-LOST.
And he went missing 2021.
9/21/20.
9/21/20. So yeah, if you see this man, pretty sure you call
1-800-THE-LOST.
1-800. No, the phone number is right there.
Or 843-5678. All right, that's about it for this episode. We're going to wrap things up. Thank you, Stella, for hopping in. This is our inaugural episode of the Sunday Paper broadcast. Every Sunday at 10 o'clock, make sure you listen in here. Grab a paper if you can. I actually subscribed, and so I'll be getting the Thursday through Sunday editions. I'm real excited. Make sure you check out other podcasts, stuff you don't know.
Broken Clock.
Not Broken Clock. Some other fun stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.